Testing, testing. Sounds like my microphone's working. Give me just a sec. Alright. Let's go ahead and tone down the pre-stream audio. And turn up the in-game background music. I'll set it to about here. Should be loud enough without being overpowering. Let's get the camera here and readjust the mic a little bit. Sorry for any annoying noises, bump in the mic and whatnot. That should be just about everything. Oh. That's better. Okay. Everything's looking good. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like the stream quality got darker, but I'm probably wrong. I kind of wanted to play in Japanese, but that might be slightly annoying for stream purposes, so to speak. So I'll play in English again. Yeah, I'll keep everything else the same. Is there anything different? Because Sound Hill games will sometimes give you new graphics options. Oh, excuse me. We'll give you new graphics options after you beat the game. Like amount of blood. Blood color is another one. But maybe they don't do that here, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna play puzzles on Lost in Fog. I kind of want to play the action on Lost in Fog, but I don't know. Maybe I should wait until I'm at max level. Like one more playthrough, I'll probably get to max level. And then I can play Lost in Fog. Yeah, I'll just play on hard again, fuck it. Give myself a slightly easier time. Hey, what's up, Flim Smart? Seeing green blood gush out of the red fat god skin would have been pretty cool, yeah.
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kinda like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
So, if you remember from when I did this stream the first time, and I played that cutscene, the dialogue is completely different. Apparently, starting on New Game Plus, there's different story details, and some of the dialogue changes is heavy spoilers. So if you care enough about the game, I would say don't watch the stream. Even though I'm starting from a new game, this has new story details that spoils the events and themes of the game.
This is for you.
So just so you have an idea,
It's
just so you know ahead of time.
thank you.
I'm definitely surprised by how much I like the game. I figured this was New Game Plus. Don't see a lot of games with New Game Plus with new dialogue. Yeah. So it's not atypical. I won't remember these anyway. That's fair. It's not atypical for Silent Hill games to have different endings. Silent Hill 1, you can get any ending on your first playthrough, but the secret endings are a lot harder to get. You kind of have to look up a guide or play the game a lot until you just figure it out. Silent Hill 2, it's kind of goofy how you get the alternate endings, but you'll get them all if you play the game enough. And Silent Hill 3, there's the main ending and then the alternate ending. You just beat the game a second time. I think you have to beat the game and do something else as well, but the main thing is you have to beat the game the second time. Similarly, this game has 5 endings, and you're forced to get the default ending the first time. The other 4 endings you can only get on New Game Plus.
Possibly make Hinako happier. Nothing.
It's so, I don't know, I want to say it's funny, but it's so grim how the father's drunk for the whole fucking game.
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please. Keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
Yeah, I think in the original new game, Hinako says something when she's leaving, but not this time. It told me to open the, not told me, but it said I could open the journal. Whatever.
Never.
So another thing is, another reason why I don't want to play this on the highest difficulty is because one of the requirements for getting any of the alternate endings, well, also it tells you, it hints how you get the UFO ending, which is the joke ending in most of the Silent Hill games. But one of the main requirements for getting any of the other alternate endings is you're not allowed to use the low level healing item, which I hardly used at all on hard difficulty, but I'm really stupid and stingy. But on the highest difficulty, using the low-level healing item would be extremely nice because it takes minimal inventory space. It's actually pretty strong for a healing item, and it heals sanity, which is a big deal. So not having access to that at all on the hardest difficulty is a little bit rough. At the very least, I'd like to get to max level before attempting max difficulty. They also add new documents. I messed around. I was like walking around before. This is one of the new documents that I found before. Yeah, I've read this before. Talking about how what is it? Something about raining. The hell, whatever. I'm not gonna bother looking for it. But it's something about like a day that it's raining is also called a fox's wedding or something. Oh, right, and it also talks about how when a fox finds a young girl that it likes, it'll spirit her away, which is spoilers for events that happen in the game. I don't need any of this. Yeah, just get rid of it. I don't have any ammo, right? So this is gonna cost me like 3,000, probably like 4,000 something to max out. Oh, I thought I maxed out Omamori slots. Oh, maybe how many slots do I have? Equipment, Omamori. Okay, cool. So now I can get more. I can get more slots. That's really good. That's at first. Omamori accessories aren't too big of a deal for maybe like the entire first half of the game, but eventually you start to get some really good ones, and you end up wanting to get multiple slots to cover them. Because at first the best ones are like increase max health, increase max sanity, and it's like that's really not a big deal. But eventually you get like perfect dodges become easier. That one's insane. That one is so good. It's like I'm picking up food items. This one's probably insanely good on the highest difficulty. So restores health after defeating an enemy. That one's good. So restores current max sanity defeating enemies. What's the one that you know what? Owl is really good. Actually, I don't know. Is Owl even that good? It's nice when you're starting out, but later on, it's probably not that big of a deal. Mantis is super good. Suzuran for easier perfect dodges. That's the best one. That's fucking nuts. Especially for boss fights where enemies are comboing you and you're just perfect dodging every strike. It's fucking sick. Right. Wolf is super good. Greatly decreased weapon durability consumption from performing light attacks. Spider didn't seem like that big of a deal on my initial playthrough, but now that I have a stronger understanding of how the game plays, I feel like Spider might be one of the best. And go figure, Spider is a very, very hidden, very secretive one. You get a key to one of the main character's mailbox of her house, but every time you try going to her house at any point in the game, the path is always blocked. Oh, this is new. Although the most famous translated Western medical book remains the New Text on Anatomy, there was a particular work by the name of Exotic Herbology, published in the 5th year of the Ane era, 1776. Strange as the text was, has largely been forgotten by history. A foreign missionary brought this text to Japan, along with a curious medicine that would supposedly allow one to speak with divine spirits. This drug came to be known as Kakura Makakura by locals. However, in order to have contact with the gods, one must first liberate one's soul. However, upon doing so, the individual will fall into a temporary state of unconsciousness, potentially leaving them vulnerable to malevolent spirits. Yeah. That's not only spoilers for largely the events of the game, but surprisingly, it's kind of parallel. It's kind of close to, oh, this house wasn't open before, I'm sure. That's interesting. But yeah, that description, it's surprisingly parallel to events in Silent Hill 1, which I was surprised to find out about. I'm sorry I've been ignoring the chat. Near's a good example. Near Replicant and Near Automata, at least Automata I know, those games have a number of endings. They have a lot of endings. On technically New Game Plus, it was the closest I had to when I beat the game. Had to replay it to get more of the story. Yeah, in this game you have to replay it to get more of the story, but it feels complete after a single playthrough. It doesn't feel like, oh, I have to play the game more to get more out of it. When I played Automata, I felt like New Game Plus, even though they don't call it New Game Plus, and it's not exactly, it's weird, but the game kind of encourages you to do New Game Plus as if it's part of the lore in a way. I don't know about this. An upgrade system is interesting for... Oh, what's up, Thick Rhymes? I'll explain it more in a second, Thick Rhymes, when I catch up with the chat. But yeah, the upgrade and leveling system in this game is interesting for a number of reasons that I like. I started Parasite Eve today. I thought about playing since this month seems fitting, but I find it funny it's set around Christmas, yeah. The irony of playing non-Christmas set during Christmas, yeah. Similar to Die Hard, yeah. Die Hard's, yeah. Parasite Eve's a Christmas game. Die Hard's a Christmas game. Parasite Eve, I think, is in my top 10 favorite games of all time. I fucking love Parasite Eve. I hope you like it too. I think Parasite Eve is an absolutely fantastic game in a lot of ways. But Thick Rhymes. Something interesting about this game. He always told me, play house like a good girl should. Talking about the dad, I'm sure. Balcony key. A key stored on the doll's back. It seems to open the next room from the balcony. Okay. A lot of people compare this to Dark Souls. This is from Sakuko, but it's too cute for me. What house is this? What the hell? A woman's magazine. My father isn't fond of seeing these around. So people compare this to, like, as if Silent Hill was emulating Dark Souls. And I get it, to an extent. But, this game kind of does its own thing as well. Something really interesting about this game is fighting enemies is more of it's more like you're using up resources than anything else. Maybe enemies are guarding items. So you kill an enemy, you keep going down the path, turns out there was an item there, things like that. So maybe enemies are guarding items, you can get that out of it. But for the most part, killing enemies doesn't do anything except use up your weapon durability, obviously keep you safe. If enemies are in the way, it makes it harder to explore. But the game only treats killing enemies as a detriment to your resources, That being said, most of the healing items in the game, most of the things that act as your restorative resources, they can be donated at save points for currency. And you spend currency to permanently level up your stats, to unlock new accessories, equipable accessories, and to restore your stamina. I'm sorry, not stamina. To restore your sanity. Just to keep the explanation simple, sanity is kind of used for your super moves, but your sanity can easily get drained if you're not careful, and it can be difficult to get back, to bring it back. You don't need sanity for the whole game. You can. I played most of the game without it, but I'm guessing on the hardest difficulty. On the hardest difficulty, it'll be a lot more. It'll be a lot harder to play with low sanity. But I find it interesting how, in most games like this, killing enemies would get you experience points. In this game, you don't get any reward directly for killing enemies. You're rewarded most of all for exploration, which lines up with how Silent Hill typically is. Silent Hill games, you try to avoid enemies, and you explore a lot. Oh, excuse me. In this game, I don't want to be harsh about it, but in a way, it punishes you for fighting enemies too much, and it rewards you for exploring a lot, which I find it interesting. I think it's a cool dynamic, and I feel like they make it work in this game. A book by a well-known expert on how to carry large amounts of supplies increases inventory capacity. That's nice. I was looking through the achievements, and apparently there's an achievement for... Not apparently, I mean, it's there. There's an achievement for getting maximum inventory size, or maximum inventory space. And I felt like I was pretty thorough in finding all the upgrades. So I'm surprised that there's still more that I haven't found. I'm going to be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm going to become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunter sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. And don't forget that they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with the girl who lives next door when Mom got mad at me. She said, "What if you leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her." What's that all about? I think that girl would be a really good treasure hunter, though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play treasure hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her one day. Treasure hunter game key. Small iron key, unclear what it opens. Should be related to the treasure hunt mentioned in Little Boy's Diary. I don't think this was in the initial new game. Found this place too, huh? You're getting hotter. You can use that noggin of... You gotta use that noggin of yours. Let the thrill of the hunt keep your spirits high. Is there something in here I missed? I don't think this was in the initial new game. I think this is exclusive to New Game Plus. And I wonder if this is the house of the young boy that Hinako... I don't know. It could go either way, but that diary implies that... Oh, that's creepy. That diary implies that the young boy is familiar with Hinako. So I wonder if it's the really the same young boy that they bumped into each other in the park in her flashback. You're real good at this. Not any bozo could find this one. Too bad this isn't the treasure, but points for trying. You're really close. Oh, I got chocolate? All right. I think chocolate's worth like 50 points or something, so that's really good. Kaboom! You got blown to smithereens by my doo-doo bomb and died. Anyone with half a brain would know this would be a trap. So stupid. Oh yeah. Research Journal Photo 1. Photo attached to a research journal appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisogaoka. So something right in front of a post box. Oh, regarding... Oh, the Legend of the Sacred Sword. So one of the things to get the alternate endings is I have to find the Sacred Sword. It is said the sword's animosity continued to grow even as it remained buried under the earth. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizu statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they would start by looking for these Jizu statues first. Excuse me. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhibits the sword's animosity. Harmony, yin and yang, the 5 elements of Wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task. Right. The sword's animosity continued to grow even as it remained buried under the earth. So, people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jizo statues first. I got you. Okay. Da-da-da-da. That's going to be hard.
I'll take a look.
So I have to find 5 Jizo statues. That's going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm sure I already know where the sword is. Hiya! You got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking around here for treasure is no more than fodder for my traps. Nothing else. Is it Shu's house? What's up? No, this can't be Shu's house. That sucks. Like, I already beat the game before. Just give me the whole map. That's annoying. No, remember, Shu's house is up in the mountains. That, like, long mountain path. It's, like, at the halfway point of the game. This is Hinako's house. And next door is this small house. Some boy lives here. I don't know if it's the little fox mask boy. Faded bride doll. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. Seems to have been forgotten for a long time. So I don't know if it's that little boy's house from Hinako's flashback, but I don't think so. That flashback implies that they barely knew each other, and then he moved away shortly after. That's the implication, anyway. I'm guessing that's, I don't... Maybe Shu lived here when he was younger? No, because he's talking about treasure hunting. If it was Shu, he'd be talking about Space Wars. I think this is just an unrelated character they threw in there. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. This is the treasure. The treasure is marriage. Wow! It's like the themes of the game. An old doll made in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten for a long time. Oh, Can I see what... No. It's the 10th day of something. But we don't know the month or the year. Yeah, even the months are like heavily smudged. Not that I can read anyway. This calendar can't help me because I can't read. I think I'm done in this house. This was cool. A little bit of a bonus extra. Oh, there it is. Wind chime. Well, I don't know what, if anything, is supposed to be done with the bridal doll. So, whatever. Typical, it has a stamina bar, dodge and parry. It's a Souls-like statement people like to make. Haven't played this, but I can tell it's doing its own thing. Yeah. It's way too slow. It wouldn't be fair to call this an action RPG. There is a lot of combat in this game. And there is, like, you know, Ocarina of Time style circle strafing, lock-on circle strafe. It's pretty annoying when people say Souls-like, because it's like Ocarina of Time was doing lock-on and circle strafing way before Demon Souls did. So, I mean, I don't fucking know what to tell you.
What about Chizuruya? Maybe I'll find someone there.
What is this? I live in the small rural town of Ibisu-Gawaka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going in the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished and the coal mine closed down, it just became a sad little town. The Grand Iron Bridge that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. It is said that the kanji for Ibisu in Ibisu-Gaoka holds the meaning of a person who has migrated from far away. Huh. The most fanciful theory for the origin of this town is that it was once a hidden village for Taira clan soldiers who lost the Genpei War. In the town's old customs, there are a few rules that seem like part of a secret village's code, including things like not owning dogs or washing things in the river. But whether or not it's the truth remains a mystery. The meaning is of a person who has migrated from far away. I'm sure I'm reading too much into it, but it could imply. Oh, so here's the first Jizo statue. Oh, offered the faded bridal doll. What? I found a damaged Jizo statue in the mountains. The character for Suchi, Earth, can be faintly seen etched onto the stone base. I wonder what will happen if I offer something that relates to that character. While we're on the topic of offerings, I remember that I offered my old doll once. My ears were met with soothing chime bells upon offering the item. This should do. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Article. Serious issues in Ibisu-Gaoka. Starting around May, Ibisu-Gaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division just rolls right off the tongue. PDPD, what the fuck? The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge. fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. Oh, that's it. I have no way of knowing if some of these documents are exclusive to New Game Plus or if I just missed them. I felt like I was pretty thorough before. So I have to find more Jizo statues. Not to be confused with Inari statues. And I still have to find a lot more items too. Subsequent new games, I can probably run through it a lot faster. Because I'll be maxed out and shit like that. I thought the theme was beaten on sticks and stones, but sure. What? What does that even mean? I remember people thought Armored Core 6 was going to be a Souls-like. Why would anyone think that? I have to play Armored Core 6 sometime. I've owned it for a while and I've never touched it. The only other Armored Core I played when I was much younger, like, I don't know, like elementary school, middle school, I played a lot of Armored Core Master of Arena for PS1. And I loved it. I never beat it. I got very close to the end. I had to be at like 75, 80%, maybe even the 90% mark. Like, I could tell. I was like at the very end of the game. And no matter what, there was one boss that I just could not beat. I should really track down a copy again. Actually, real quick, it's on PS5, right? I'm sure. I think the original trilogy of Armored Core games is on here. Yeah. Huh? Just announced. Really? Oh, whatever. Yeah, so the red one here. No, not that one. Oh, it's this one? Oh, the black one? Okay. Yeah, so this is the one that I played a ton when I was younger. No screenshots? Fuck you. This is the one I played a ton when I was younger, and I loved it so much. You know what? Add to wish list. I don't know, I kind of want to play all the Armored Core games. At least the PS1 games. Add them all to wish list, just in case they go on sale at some point. Yeah, and Fires of Rubicon I really want to play sometime. I don't know. Would this be a good game to stream? Or is it not very straightforward? You know, like, am I gonna spend so much time in menus that it'll be dumb? Oh yeah, I think this is new to New Game Plus. Who talking shit? Who talking shit? Sit in my face, motherfucker. I want an alternate dialogue where Hinako sounds like that for the whole game. Sounds and talks like that.
You traitor.
Who the fuck's talking shit to me, bitch?
Where are you off to?
The fuck down here, Sakuko.
Around here?
I haven't played Armored Core 6 either.
Truck was blocked.
I also have 5 and 4 Answer, both on 360. I can just tell people didn't know the range FromSoft had before focusing on Souls. Yeah. Yeah,
See ya.
relatively well, I want to say relatively speaking, but I guess at this point, FromSoft's whole history, career, I think half of the company's lifespan has been fucking... Like, at this point, Demon Souls is like the halfway point of FromSoft's career, right? Or it could be wrong. I know before Demon Souls, it was Armored Core and Kingsfield. And there was also Eternal Ring and... Damn. Oh, fuck. What is that game? Evergrace, I think? Eternal Ring and Evergrace were their two more offbeat, so to speak, RPGs. I think Evergrace is on here, but I could be wrong. I guess not. Eternal Ring's on here, though, right? I'm sure it is. Yeah. Eternal Ring for the PS2. Published by Age Tech. Yeah, developed by From Software. There it is. But yeah, Eternal Ring. There was Shadow Tower. That's another game they made. So they have a long history of action RPGs. I'm not super familiar with them, but I'm guessing that Eternal Ring, Evergrace, Shadow Tower, they're all Kingsfield-like. They all have similarities to Kingsfield. And, is this where it came from? This is different, right? Huh? Am I a big fucking retard idiot? I think so. And then Demon Souls also has similarities to Kingsfield. The biggest difference being that it's third person and has a greater emphasis on action, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, then you have Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. All of them have like very close similarities to each other. And people would put Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, in there. I wouldn't. I think Sekiro is different enough to be its own thing. If I'm not mistaken, like, fucking right before Demon Souls, they released, what the fuck was it? Metal Wolf Chaos, which I did a review of. Metal Wolf Chaos is fucking great. Metal Wolf Chaos is so fucking bizarrely, like, just off. It's not what you would expect. You know, like, if you look at FromSoft's history, most of their games are really grim and dark. I'm not crazy, right? Like, FromSoft, because it's just so weird. FromSoft made Metal Wolf Chaos, right? Metal Wolf Chaos is great. It's such a stupid fucking game. The hell? View product? For fuck's sake. Yeah, the rights were bought by Devolver Digital, and they republished the game. It even says right there, the game went on to become somewhat of a legend, as it was hard to acquire and even harder to play outside of Japan, with most fans' experience of the game through Let's Play videos and the occasional screenshot. Oh yeah, From Software originally released Metal Wolf Chaos, yeah. Yeah, FromSoft has a pretty varied history of games, but half of their career has been Demon Souls. And it's been what has... Like, FromSoft had, like, a hardcore niche fan base in the past, but, after Demon Souls, like, and especially after Dark Souls, they became more of a household name. Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance, the rest has been torn off.
It's torn.
Ugh. Who would do this? Nani? Just have a Silent Hill spin-off starring a black guy who doesn't take no shit. That's one of the things I really like about Silent Hill F. God, excuse me. Compared to other Silent Hill games, Hinako is so fucking aggressive. She doesn't take any shit. Like she literally gets mad at the monsters. And she's like, I'm so fucking sick of your shit. She's like fucking beating the monster's head in. I'm like, what is this game? And there's actually a fairly appropriate lore reason for it. Like it's kind of silly, but the point isn't necessarily to make her badass or anything. There's actually story appropriate reason for it. It's fucking great.
Partner.
Oh, that's another one. They did, yeah, The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Is that a co-op game? I kind of want to buy it just because, and I remember the box cover art, it really stands out. Lost, yeah, Otogi is another one. I think that was an Xbox game. Kuon is another one. I don't think I recognize Lost Kingdoms.
You don't have anything, neither do I.
Oh, that's my Hinako.
I think this dialogue's different.
It's not like you to just let stuff happen, though. But whatever you end up choosing, you know I'll always be there for you.
Oh.
Shoo, thanks for waiting.
Just look at the Wikipedia page. You'll be amazed at the range they had.
Too.
Something about Bottom of Chaos didn't click with me. Maybe the controls are the weird hitbox when trying to destroy that building in the second stage.
Nothing.
Metal Wolf Chaos is really, really annoying
She just wanted to talk to someone.
and really janky.
It helped too.
The controls especially.
Glad to be of service, ma'am.
The hell? I feel like this cutscene's way different.
I would have brought that magazine you lent me. You can hold on to it.
Oh,
I
that's...
wasn't getting it back when I lent it to you. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. That dialogue was...
What do you think you're laughing at?
That dialogue's the same.
Too, don't you? Right? Wait, did I borrow something?
Hey, Hinako, do I get to hold on to the 500 yen I owe you too?
What happened to paying her back with interest?
I never said that. You can't prove I did.
Okay, that does it. If I lend you something, you're signing a contract to give it back.
He's such a meanie.
Whoops, that was a double negative. A black guy that doesn't take no... Oh, no shit? Yeah. No, I know what you meant, though. It's funny. They also did Chrome Hound. Chrome Hound...
Hinako?
Chrome Hound was an Xbox game, right?
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. That sounds familiar. Cookies and Cream? I think it's a co-op 3D-ish platformer. I thought so. Yeah, I kind of want to play Cookies and Cream in co-op. That might be neat. I don't have much tolerance for janky games. Few exceptions, but Metal Wolf Chaos was one that nagged me. Yeah. I think when I did the review, I gave it like a 5. Maybe I gave it a 6 out of 10. I don't think I gave it a 7. There's no way I gave it higher than a 7. But I like Metal Wolf Chaos a lot. But you have to forgive a lot of bullshit in order to play the game. I think it's funny how common the claw grip is for From Software's Dark Souls games, where you kind of have to use the joysticks with both thumbs, you know, like a normal game. But because sprinting is on the circle button, well, because oh, whoops, I have to go this way. Because sprinting is on a face button, you can't sprint with the thumb and use the joystick at the same time. So you have to like hold the controller like a claw, and you have to hold down the sprint button with your index finger, and continue using the camera with your thumb. So it's funny that that became prevalent in From Software's Souls games, because that's the entire fucking control scheme in Metal Wolf Chaos, and it fucking sucks. It's so fucking bad. Like, I never got used to it. I never liked how Metal Wolf Chaos controls to play. I wouldn't say you get used to it. I'd say you tolerate it. You put up with it. But, it's definitely not great. But I think the game is... I think it's fun. Once you've learned how to manage the controls. I think it has good action and it can be fun. Once you've gotten more used to the rules and shit. What else was I gonna say? Painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk about anything, just call my name. I'll be here. Yeah.
It's just like my partner said.
It's Inari statues. Need Jizu statues. What was I gonna say? Basically, Metal Wolf Chaos is a fucking pain in the ass to play. But if you're willing to tolerate it, then it can be pretty fun. Oh, I have a first aid kit? I feel like I might as well use it. Also... throw away the red capsules. You gotta get through the whole game without ever using red capsules. Let's see, bandage. Put that here. First aid kit. That's it. Now, do I want to use a bandage or a first aid kit?
I need to get back to Sakuko.
I'll use the first aid kit. And yeah, that's a red capsule, so that's useless. Chromehound is more of a tank game, so stands out from Armored Core. Cookie and Cream is puzzle platformer and does have 2-player. Physical copy is decently priced too. Might not be in PSN. That's a good question, actually. I'm such an idiot. I don't know why I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking of like, oh, I better buy a physical copy. And I'm like, well, what if it's on PSN though? No, I don't think it is. Yeah. Yeah, fuck, it's not here. Gotta be sober for an achievement. God, excuse me, I'm burping so much, jeez. Not just an achievement. In order to get 2 of the alternate endings, for both of them, you're not allowed to use the painkillers at all.
Is that you, Shu?
I was explaining earlier. The painkillers are the weakest healing item, but they take up extremely minimal inventory space. Like, first aid kits take up 1 inventory space on their own. Bandages you can stack up to 3, but every 3 will take up an inventory space. Painkillers are infinite. Once I beat the game my first time through, I stacked 70 painkillers on a single inventory.
Rinko.
So painkillers are really good. So the fact that I'm not allowed to use them for the other 2 endings is a little harsh. Whoa. Relax. There we go. Maybe I should be using light attacks. Yeah, I think I should use light attacks more often than anything. I think that's the main thing about the spider accessory that makes it so good, is light attacks. Because I think normally light and heavy pretty much use the same durability. Yeah, I think light and heavy use the same durability, but heavy is only a little bit stronger than light. But with the spider, with the spider accessory, it would actually be more efficient damage-wise by relying on light attacks. I think. At the very least, it's a lot more fun. Like, having to so slowly, time my heavy attacks over and over, it makes combat pretty annoying. But you have to, well, you don't have to do that. You could just use use items and use repair items and not be an idiot like me. So in order to get the UFO ending, you have to find all the radios. I think there's 3 of them. I know where 2 of them are for sure. I might not know where the 3rd one is. Oh, it's coming out of my controller, I think. I think it was coming out of my controller. It's kind of hard to tell. Isn't there a way to... audio? I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to... then again, I don't know. It might be a game-by-game basis. I could turn off the controller speaker in the game's... in the system settings, but then it might not play anything at all, which, that's not helpful. I think at the end of this path is painkillers, which I can't use, but I'd like to check anyway. And unfortunately, an enemy shows up. I could probably just avoid the enemy, actually. Yeah, fuck it, just run away. I have to go up there, but... that's painkillers, I know that. Is there anything... I thought there was a basket I could open And I think the basket doesn't have anything that I could use, but I kind of wanted to check for myself, but fuck it. I'll just leave. It shouldn't be a big deal. Whatever's there, I don't think it's important. Hopefully this... Fuck! I was about to say, hopefully this bitch doesn't jump. Ah, what? You fucker. Okay.
Anyone here?
Alright, good. So I don't have to deal with that enemy. Ah, that sucks. I took needless damage. Oh yeah, I found out about a secret omamori here as well. Household tips for a good wife and wise mother. A collection of loving ways for mothers to create the perfect home. Tip number 1. Let your abusive, drunk husband beat you and do whatever the fuck he wants. Ugh. I said no spoilers for the game, though. Oh, no. And this is locked, yeah. I also remember a part of your review where you said certain weapons don't deal damage to certain bosses, so you have to retread, grind to get that weapon just to beat the boss. Sounds like a form of color coding or something. I don't recall that exactly, but if I said it, you know, it must be true. I'm not going to make shit up. I don't remember that exactly. I'd have to watch my review over again. But yeah, what do you remember? Do you remember what score I gave it? I want to say I gave it like a 5 or a 6. Maybe I gave it a 4. I give games low scores even though I like them. Ay, ay. Wow. From downtown. What's the durability? Medium. So the wolf is useless now. I'm gonna put the spider here. And put something else for the wolf. Mantis. Should have had mantis before. That's fine. There's the back door key. Alright, gotta go downstairs. This secret omamori, I think, is interesting for gameplay, but I feel like it's kind of bad. Maybe it would be more helpful on the highest difficulty, but I feel like I would never use it. When using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks.
This looks useful.
After I was like just immensely talking shit about it. Huh, this looks useful. Yeah, like, you shouldn't be in a situation where you're healing and you're taking damage. It's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm pretty sure I'll never end up using that. Nothing else? Alright. 6 out of 10? Okay, that's fine. I probably rated it highly just because, you know, once you give it enough time, it can be really fun. But it has a lot of bullshit. I don't know. I feel like
This isn't good.
I try to be really objective for the most part, even though that's difficult. Like, there's always going to be subjectivity. I try to be really objective for the most part, but I think I'm too nice to games I end up liking a lot, which makes sense, yeah, but I don't know. Like, should I have given Metal Wolf Chaos such a high score? I always think about the score I gave, sup, bitch? I always think about the score I gave, actually, I should have done a counter hit to get some healing. Oh well. I was thinking about the score I gave, Phantom Pain. And that I might have scored it too highly. But I did like the game a lot. Pretty much any game with a multiplayer component that I get really into. Like I even though the netcode for Phantom Pain is kind of janky. It's really janky. I still liked the multiplayer in that game a lot. Like, god damn, I like it. There we go. This is the basket I was thinking of. Oh, a bandage? Hell yeah. So worth it. And then Titanfall 2, it's like one of my favorite games of all time. And a big reason for that is the multiplayer when it was at its most active. Holy fucking shit. Titanfall 2 was so fucking fun. Speaking of multiplayer, let me check tournaments for Guilty Gear. Yeah, nothing I haven't already done. So nothing to do there. Out of curiosity. Yeah, so Arare, I can stack at least 3 of them. Yokon, I can stack at least 2. It's okay. I really hate how you kind of have to keep removing items from this shit. It's annoying. I'll put Ramune on the left and Toolkit on the bottom. And I need a lot of faith. I might as well draw for more Omamori. Well, no, because 3,000. Yeah, fuck it. Like, how much does it cost? 800? I'll draw one. Sakura enhances the effects of health restoring items and Omamoris. Yeah, that's worth it. That's good to get. I'll hold off. Just because spending 3,000 to level up the Omamori slot, that's a lot. Oh, nice. Oh, what? I was just fucking talking shit about leveling up, and I just got a level up Emma right here. Let me see. Let me read the chat. Are the drugs plot relevant, or is it just how well did you do measurement? It's plot relevant. The drugs are actually plot relevant. You know what, Default? It's similar. If you remember, if you ever played, I don't know. In Metal Gear Solid 4, because you're playing Solid Snake, but he's old Snake because of rapid aging deterioration. Because he's a clone, so he's aging rapidly, and he's meant to die a lot sooner than usual. So even though he's like 30, 38, like 40 something, maybe 50 years old at most, he has the body of like an 85, 90-year-old man. So one of the items in Metal Gear Solid 4 is you can inject yourself with a kind of like an adrenaline injection, and it'll greatly restore your stamina. So if you're in the middle of a fight, your stamina's low, you can use that item, and it's reusable. But the more you use it, the less effective it becomes. So you have to give it time to stay off of it. But yeah, if you're in the middle of a fight, you can use that to stay in top form, to like go beyond your natural limits. And then near the end of the game, in a cutscene, Snake is having a fight with this character, and he's injecting himself with the adrenaline shot. He's like, oh, it's not working anymore. Snake, you've used it too much. It's not being effective. And I'm over here thinking, oh yeah, I forgot about that item. I've never fucking used it. So I'm like, it doesn't fucking apply here. And in this game, it's kind of similar. I used the painkiller pills like once or twice, and that was it. But the game's ending kind of implies that you've been downing pills for the whole fucking game. And I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. But yeah, it's plot relevant. Another big one that FromSoft did. I keep forgetting about the Tenchu games. That's it. It's those stealth ninja games for PS1, right? I think it's called Shadow of Assassins. Oh, Tenchu. Oh, okay, Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Huh? The fuck is Stealth Assassins? Shadow Assassins? Stealth Assassins? Tenchu Shadow Assassins. Licensed by Nintendo. Developed by Acquire, but published by FromSoft in Japan and Ubisoft everywhere else. For the Wii and PSP. Interesting. But I'm sure we're both talking more about the PS1 games. Tenchu Stealth Assassins. These were developed by FromSoft? No. Huh? I thought, for some reason, I thought Tenchu was a FromSoft game. Tenchu was developed by Acquire and published by Sony in Japan. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping so much. And then published by Activision elsewhere. How odd. What about Tenchu 2? That was a PS1 game, right? I think Tenchu 2 is a game I played when I was younger. Birth of the Stealth Assassins, yeah. Developed by Acquire, published by Activision worldwide, and self-published by Acquire in Japan. Well, anyway. Where was I? Damn, where'd I leave off on the chat? Sorry, man. Fucking lost track of where I was going. Cure your drunk dad with this one trick the police don't want you to know. Oh my god. In the beginning, a 10 out of 10 joke, of course, for its cheesy nature. Yeah. They've really liked Dead by Daylight, gave it a great score. That's the only thing that's tough. Like, I still do love Guilty Gear to an extent, but games that update down the line, like Guilty Gear, Dead by Daylight, they change so much that the score that I give it, I feel like isn't necessarily reflective 100% of how I feel anymore. So I don't know. It sucks because I still do like Guilty Gear a lot. It's just the game changed so much. It sucks. I refunded my Battlefield. Nice. You gave Elden Ring a 6 out of 10. Mario Odyssey a 7 out of 10. You didn't like those games that much. Yeah. with Mario Odyssey especially, I can recognize that Mario Odyssey is still a well enough designed game. It controls fantastic, and the world is fun enough to explore. It's competent, you know. It's not bad, but like Mario 64, that's like easy 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, easy like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, more or less. Mario Sunshine, I don't know, minimum 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10. It's been a long time since I played Mario Sunshine. All those 3D Mario games are fucking top notch. They're so fucking good. Even 3D World, that I didn't care for that much, that game is still really fun too. 3D World's minimum 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10. Mario Odyssey was the first 3D Mario game. Mario 3D Land, that was kind of lame. 3D Land is like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think 3D Land's a 6 out of 10. I feel like there's like not really much there. Mario Odyssey is the first console, the first major 3D Mario game that it was so fucking disappointing. Like, it's fine, but compared to the 4 games previous, I guess 5 games previous if you're counting 3D World, Mario Odyssey was so fucking disappointing to me. And I was looking forward to it so much. Because I fucking love the 3D Mario games, but... The fuck? Foxy Viper. This stream sucks. Then I'm out of here. You just lost a viewer? Who the fuck is this guy? Whatever. Sorry, man. I mean, if you want to see the gameplay, you could just rewind a little bit. Whatever. This fucking guy. Yapping all day. Whatever. Dave's learning the wonders of PC co-op games, yeah. I've been playing co-op games a lot. And the multiplayer is why you gave Titanfall 2? Yeah. Yeah, without the multiplayer, I'd probably give Titanfall 2 like a 7 out of 10. I'd want to give it an 8 out of 10, but there isn't enough to the game and it's really short. So I don't know. Got an entitled ass here. Yeah, I don't know. I do like Odyssey myself. I prefer Galaxy 1 and 2 and 3D World myself. I tried really hard, but I just did not like Odyssey. It felt so empty and so directionless. I don't know. I want an obstacle course with my game. You know, I don't want a sandbox. I want an obstacle course. Damn, this stream sucks. I will return. Why isn't he using the horse? Oh, man. I don't know. Foxy Victor sounded so stupid. Like, I almost wonder if he was being facetious, you know? Whatever. I'll try not to worry about it. Oh, what happened to, That's weird. What happened to the chat window? I wonder why it's like that. Damn. I don't want to really spend time fixing it. I like 3D Land myself, though it's easy bottom land. Yeah. 3D Land's, like, quote-unquote fine. It's just so low tier compared to what I expect. I really like 3D Land. Only part of 3D World before... Only played part of 3D World before my Wii U died. Huh? Were they a trick devised by Wesley? Huh? Foxy Victor? I actually wonder. Maybe it was. With a name like that. Maybe that was Wes. Just fucking with me. Oh, here we go. I think I can fix this easily. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why the chat window was messed up like that. It's all good now. I have a feeling Foxy Victor was just randomly trolling. Amusing nonetheless, yeah. I'll read this already. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamada no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. That's actually part of the story too. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once the Yamada no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off... Oops, sorry. I was trying to adjust the zoom in. He slew the dragon by trying to chop off all 8 heads. According to Ibisu Gaoka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamada no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. Higa no Kuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Oh! Did this dragon head poison a particular lake? Mayhaps? Perchance? Higa no Kuni is known now as Ebisogaoka. Oh, what? One of Yamada no Orochi's heads flew far east and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. Higa no Kuni is now known as Ebisogaoka. There are no records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of a poisonous water dragon stemmed from. Oh, there are records of. Okay. Toxic gas leaks from the underground water stream. Interesting. However, while the local records state that Yamada no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit. No. This is actually all like small spoilers. This is definitely New Game Plus only. Wesley would be named Hog Hunter 69 or something. Missed opportunity to use the name Foxy Grandpa. It's because Wes thinks the fox stuff in this game, and it is, but he thinks the fox stuff in this game is really stupid and goofy. So that's why I thought he was using Foxy something. But if it was just a random guy, then, sorry for the Dave cast. But whatever. I don't really care. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit, and falsified connections using famous literature to solidify their claim.
It opened.
Very interesting. Alright, so what Omomori would I want next? Maybe Owl, but I don't know. I can do without Owl. I don't really need it. Hound would be nice. Crow's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll increase accessory. Multiple of them are nice to have. Okay, and then that's the maximum. For now... I guess for now, I'll take Crow. Yeah, for now I'll take Crow. And when I'm at full health... I'll change Crow for something else. But I'll keep Mantis. Mantis is good for the middle of a fight. Oh, the kitchen knife. Nice. Gotta watch those corners. No items? Motherfucker. Sup, motherfucker? There we go. Yeah. So I'm at full health. Oh, stupid of me. I should have switched to the kitchen knife. Oh well. I'll take the wolf. The wolf will make my kitchen knife stronger. So I'll stun with the pipe and kill with the kitchen knife. And in this way, I should be able to kill everything and not have to use a toolkit. And I think when I come back after the dream world, when I come back after the dream world, I think all my weapons are repaired. Yeah, the knife with the wolf accessory is probably really fucking strong. Go this way. Ramune. Ramune. You know what? I want this Ramune. I want this one right here. I want a Ramune. Hey. It's being a pain in the ass to open. There we go. Oops. Ah! There we go. Oh, whoops. I need the other piece. Ah. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I so bad at this? Fuck. It's embarrassing. What? Now the plastic piece fell. This is so bad. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. I've opened Ramune bottles before. Why is this being so hard to open? There we go. Gee, oh my god. And then the plastic piece broke while I was fucking opening it on top of everything. God damn. How embarrassing. Made with real sugar. You mean there wasn't a big lizard head in the lake that you fight? Huh? The fuck are you even talking about? Now this is a knife. Oh, down I go. Gotta get the hornet ring for crit damage. A child can close that type of bottle easily. They just played it up for the camera. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. What? Gotta have that live action slapstick when I struggle to open a bottle of Soylent on stream. I actually don't remember that, Sticky. I remember we joked about that and we fucked around. I don't remember you actually... Oh my god, that ramen is actually pretty fucking good. I don't remember you actually struggling to open Soylent. I don't remember you drinking Soylent at all on stream. Nice, Yokon, that's good. Suck. I'm moved my chair and it got in the way of the TV. There we go. I tried looking like, oh, I wonder what durability is. Oh, the chair's fucking blocking the TV. Okay. Doing pretty good. More Ramune. Nice. Okay. Oh, baseball bat? Don't mind if I fucking do. So, where am I at? I can't increase it any further anyway. Yeah. I'll just save and I'll decide later whether to increase health or sanity. The Sandy Soylent bottle. I don't blame you. It wasn't funny enough to be included in the montage of my most iconic moments. Ah, man. This is good. Premium carbonated soft drink. No fat, 20 milligrams of sodium, no cholesterol. But goddamn, there's a lot of sugar. This is one of the best cutscenes early in the game. It's fucking great.
Since you were little, you dreamed of a different life. A family that owned a candy store. Instead of some stuffy old shrine. And here, it's all yours. As much candy as you could ever want. Sweet dreams. Sakuko.
Yeah, this was the cutscene that made me get really interested in the game. Where I'm like, huh? This is how the character's gonna be? So, oh, now I'm really on board.
Go home. The store's closed for the day.
Sakuko. Even if you're gone, I'll keep my promise. No matter what.
The way the music ramps up. Bwam! Oh shit. Ah, man. Fuck. Got caught on the fucking on the plants. What a great cutscene to end the opening chapter of the game. Glad the bottle of liquid sugar doesn't have any fat. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if it did, huh? Nani? Also, reading through the achievements, I think it implies, I could be wrong, but I think the ending achievements imply that each ending has its own unique final boss fight, which I am very interested in seeing. I forget. I think this is Chrysanthemum. But I keep forgetting. I know this one goes in the middle. Something like this? I already did this puzzle before. Maybe these are switched. God damn it. Maybe it's like this? Oh no. I'm stupid. Oh no. I'm really stupid. Huh? I'm actually not sure what the solution is. What? So this is plum, isn't it? I think this is supposed to be plum. And plum is wed to bamboo. And this is obviously bamboo. So those two have to go there. And I'm pretty sure that's chrysanthemum, which goes there. So then these two have to go up here. So what the fuck? Unless that's not plum. What the fuck? Well, now I don't know. Holy shit. Am I a fucking dumbass? Am I a retard? I feel like I just keep doing the same thing over and over. It's just so annoying. This is plum, right? Like, what else could be plum? Maybe... Wait a sec. This goes here. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Ah! So dumb. I got it now. I'm so fucking dumb. World's smartest gamer at work. I do like different final bosses. One neat thing about Stellar Blade. I kind of want to play Stellar Blade. It's just kind of low on my priority list. The demo was neat, but I didn't like the demo that much, but I could see potential. And everyone makes a big deal about how good it is. So I'm like, So I kind of want to play Stellar Blade. There's a little trick that I learned is, yeah, nice. I only got one headache. You can dodge during the headache sequence where you're forced to walk. That'll skip Hinako getting a headache, and you'll save a lot of your sanity. Tuxedo Mask.
Good morning.
The Mega Bazonga Ooga Booba DMC game. I mean, it's not really like DMC, right? What you're describing is a lot closer to Bayonetta.
You should take better care of yourself.
I was kind of underwhelmed with the end result. I like it, but it wasn't $70 worthy. One pre-order I wasn't super happy with. I don't want to say this game is worth $70.
Shall we get going?
Before, I would say this game should have been $50. That's what I would have said before. After having beaten it and gone through it all, I'd say $60 is a fair price. I think $60 is a good price for this game. 70 is pushing it. If it wasn't for all games, and especially Nintendo Switch, if it wasn't for all other games raising their prices, there's no reason why this game isn't $60. And if they wanted to, $50 is a fair enough price too. But $60 is fine for this game. $70 is pushing it. But that's the world we live in. I really want to just run ahead. I'm sure there's going to be no hidden documents or secret items around here. I'm also guessing that all of the Jizo statues are only in Ibisugaoka. They're not going to be at the Shrine World. Furry convention is Dataway. I don't remember if it's more of a Dark Souls or a DMC. Stellar Blade is it's an action RPG, and it does not have enough emphasis on action or combo variety to be comparable to Devil May Cry.
I guess I better follow him.
All right. I'm looking at all the Emmas. Oh, can I pick this one up? I might have to come back for that later. Oh, what? There's another lightning one. I thought the lightning one was unique. Maybe the puzzle is different. Oh, this one's very unique. I'm looking for one with a big fat fucking bird more than anything. when I went to Japan for Evo Japan, and then, you know, I was just being a tourist after, I went to a shrine with a setup like this. Not as big, not nearly as big or extravagant, but similar idea, with all of these Emma placards hanging up, and people write their prayers on one side. I know it's a plump game. Xenoblade has elements of both, but it wasn't focused on either. Interesting. Oh, refund denied? Really? I'm surprised, Bob. What did they say was their reason for denying the refund? I'm really surprised. Like, it runs poorly on your computer, right? I'm assuming that's what you gave for the reason. Oh. The Inari statue's laughing? Creepy. Oh, this is new. What a beautiful place this is. Sparkling lakes, fragrant flowers, the melodic chirps of birds singing. This must be paradise. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Because spoilers, even though this is kind of being shown as a dream world, and
What's this shrine?
I guess it is. I guess it is a dream world, but I guess you can interpret the story multiple ways. But I think this is Hinako's mental interpretation of a real place. And obviously, as you can see, Hinako sees it as an extremely dark and foreboding area.
This way.
Which makes the notes you find in the area about this place more interesting. Like that note describing this area is like really beautiful. There's birds singing. The lake is pretty, whatever shit. And then Hinako's like, oh, this place fucking sucks. But, yeah, I really like the story of this game a lot. It went in a direction I didn't expect, and I like it way more than I thought I would. By the way, sorry, I forgot to... The Wolf Omamori is one of the best Omamoris in the game by far, but it doesn't work in the Shrine world by design. Effective only for weapons with durability. All weapons in the Shrine world have infinite durability, so the Wolf Omamori doesn't work here. I guess I'll take extra stamina. Better than anything else. Yeah, fuck it. Keep everything else as is. Oh. Bwowm! I can be spooky too. Bwowm! Ooh, so scary.
It's locked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
But, oh, okay, I think now I have to go back to the shrine in the center. What time is it? Okay, it's still early. I can still keep going for a while. As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. please hear my prayer. Maybe you shouldn't have lived your life as a fucking dickhead. Then you wouldn't have to worry about that. I wonder if the doll says anything different.
What's this doing here?
Dave, I played the best Devil May Cry and all I had to do was shoot. What, fucking DMC2? You're out of your absolute fucking mind. One strange fact about Stellar Blade is that I remember Yoko Taro saying he thinks it's better than Nier Automata. I haven't played that, but I have a feeling that game may top Stellar Blade. Nier Automata is interesting. Nier Automata is... It's an action RPG above all else. It has a lot of RPG elements. But I think the difficulty balance is fucked up. There's easy, normal, hard, and extremely hard. Or very hard, or whatever. And very hard, no matter what, you just get hit, you get killed in one shot, and that's it. Which is stupid. It's annoying. So very hard, you get hit in one shot. That's obviously way too tough. Normal is way too fucking easy. And in my opinion, hard is way too difficult if you start the game off on hard. But normal is way too easy. But if you level up a bit and you get stronger, you get better weapons, you'll get to a point where then hard is kind of too easy. But you're not going to play on very hard, because very hard, you get hit once and you die. The difficulty is so fucking annoying. So no matter what, you're kind of in a situation where the game is too easy. But it is a lot of fun to control. And that alone makes it worth it. The world is really interesting to explore. The characters are cool. The story's neat. The gameplay is a ton of fun to control, but I feel like you're never in a situation where the difficulty feels well balanced. It's disappointing. I have to play Nier Automata to completion one day. I only got the first two endings. And I know that after the second ending, because there's the first ending that's like beating the game the first time. The second ending, you're essentially replaying the whole game over again. But the third ending, there's a lot new. You know, it's like the actual chapter 2. And that's where I stopped playing. You know, go figure. So I really want to get back to Nier Automata sometime. But yeah, I think if the game was better balanced, I'd be more interested in it. But as it stands, I'm kind of just like, I don't quite care enough in a way. I don't know. Nice Seppuku sword acquired. So DMC2 does for you. Too much time. I gave network problems as my reason. That's... I don't know, man. That's shitty. I figured it's usually over 2 hours, no refund. I don't know. I swear I've had situations where I've played... I've had over 2 hours on my time. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never had problems getting refunds. But I very rarely do refunds either, so I don't know. I hate losing gunfights at 100 yards while what? while being bodied against assault players. Oh, and Battlefield? Yeah, well, I mean, that's the game, right? Dave is my meter stick for stories. If he loves it, I'm almost certainly disinterested at best, if not ironically hating it. No. But what about Amori, though? Yeah, I think you're like, whatever with Amori. I think half my friends don't really care that much for Amori. And then the other half are like, this game fucking kicks ass. I think Amori's fucking fantastic. Obviously. If Dave hates it, I usually like it. Oh my god. He's the nega reviewer. No. The dangers of playing an online multiplayer shooter game. People sniping you just like that, yeah. Huh? But Dave, that is your prayer. Huh? What are you referring to? I don't know. I accept Jesus into my heart as my Lord and Savior. Yes, made it. I remember trying Automata on my older computer and it went nuclear. Ran like total ass. Man, DMC2. I played that game with it being in the HD collection just to get an understanding why it's so bad. Definitely bottom tier, yeah. It's pretty crazy. Devil May Cry 2 has got to be like one of the top 20? Because the PlayStation 2 library is really massive. But it's got to be in like top 20 worst PS2 games ever made. Like there have to be worse games. But Devil May Cry 2, that's fucking something else. Didn't help I had no idea what I was doing. It starts as like a top-down shooter or something. Oh, Nier Automata? Yeah. Yeah, Nier Automata, the first like 5 minutes, it's a spaceship shooter. You know, like Ikaruga, Galaga, whatever. It's a top-down shooter for like the first 5 minutes or something. It goes on for like surprisingly quite a while. And then you get to the first dungeon, so to speak. And that first dungeon, that I guess is supposed to act sort of like a tutorial, on the hard difficulty, it's just way too fucking hard. Like when you're just starting out, when you're on level 1. It's just too fucking hard. And if you die, there's no save point. I don't even remember if you can continue. I think you have to go all the way back to the opening cutscene, which you can skip, but then you have to do the top-down shooter section again. And, I don't know, it's so fucking obnoxious playing on hard difficulty. I hated it. And then I get through it on normal, and it's like, well, this is a fucking breeze. So, whatever. I went the extra mile and played as the redheaded girl, too, yeah. So did I. I played DMC2 as both Dante and whoever the other character was. DMC2 is so fucking bad. Holy fuck. I was like, where's the big booty lady? That's after you beat the shooter section. I'm not a god gamer like you, Dave, so I think normal will be good enough for me. I'm not a god gamer. I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't know. I'm more of a gameplay guy, especially when it comes to RPGs. But Amori did enough for me. When I was fighting the tank enemy with me being underneath... Oh, okay, you're talking about Devil May Cry 2 there, yeah. Yeah, I like Amori a lot. I think Amori has a fantastic story. And I like what they did with the gameplay. I think there's a lot of... because the way RPGs are designed, you either have them be really static... You know, so something like, I don't know, I'm fucking blanking. But you either have your RPG be static, so you have a very set party, very set options, and then every fight kind of becomes a puzzle, so to speak. I guess kind of like RFL, but RFL gives you options as well. But yeah, either RPGs are really static, so like this character's this role and that's all he fucking does. This character's this role, and then fights become kind of like puzzles in a way, where you go through the motions in order to beat the boss. And RFL's kind of like that, but RFL does a really good job at it, I think. I like RFL a lot. But I think most RPGs, and what makes them really good, is they give the player a lot of subtle options to work with. So even though Amori is damage dealer and debuffs on the enemy, Aubrey is tank and damage dealer, Hero is the healer, Kel buffs the party and has the highest speed. So everyone has like their set roles like that. You can absolutely play it in different ways. Like Hero has like the most healing special abilities, but at the halfway point, his healing special abilities aren't that good, and you can use them for other purposes instead. You can turn Kel into the highest damage character in the game by far, especially if you give him coffee and you have the right setup for that. Aubrey's really fun as a damage dealer. You just have everyone buff Aubrey, and then she just headbutts one enemy at a time. Does a ton of fucking damage. I think one of my complaints with Amori that I didn't get into in the review, I think when you know what you're doing, the game is really, really fucking easy to break. Like once you know how to get the cool noodle, Aubrey becomes way too fucking strong. And you know, even the cool noodle build isn't that crazy, so to speak, compared to the chicken ball. But Kel's chicken ball is really annoying to get as well. But the point is that like you can break the game really easily. If you want a turn-based RPG that's really good with build options, I would highly recommend Bug Fables. I like the story in Amori better. The story, the world, the themes in Amori is what made me fall in love with it. And the gameplay is also really, really good. But Bug Fables also has a fantastic story, and it's better gameplay. I kind of go back and forth which one I like more. If I had to settle on one or the other, I guess I'd pick Amori, but both of those games, I don't know, they're probably like my top two favorite games of all time. And Devil May Cry 5 is probably third favorite game of all time. And Devil May Cry 3 is like right behind it somewhere. And Parasite Eve is around there too. Yeah, I don't know. I just like video games. Yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. I really, 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 really want to play Bug Fables again. So fucking bad. It's just that I've played it already, and I have so many other games I want to get around to. But I would like to play Bug Fables really badly again. So I don't know. I would kind of want to play it on stream, but it would take so long to 100% Bug Fables. Bug Fables is also like a really big fucking game. It's a shockingly long game for such an indie title and so much fucking content. and so much fucking creativity and the build variety you can have in that game. Like, you can build your party in so many ways. So fucking cool, man. I love that game. I'm sorry for going on such a rant. Let's see. When I was fighting the tank enemy with me being underneath the goddamn cannon, the sheer quality of the game just spoke out right then and there. Yeah, I think the tank boss in Devil May Cry 2, that's kind of the moment for most people. Anyone playing the game, they're like, I'll put up with it. Hopefully it gets better. Then you get to the tank and the helicopter boss right after that, and you're like, there's nothing here. There's no quality. It's so bad. It's fucking crazy. I wanted to get the full experience with DMC, so I guess that's why I bothered to beat it and played as the redhead, yeah. No, I did the same. If nothing else, at the very fucking least, Devil May Cry 2 is fucking easy. You know, for what it's worth. Which is funny, because it's the worst game of the series, and all the other games in the series are pretty fucking hard. Go figure, the DMC reboot is easily the second worst of the series. And that's probably... I'm pretty sure it's the second easiest. Yeah, I feel like... Well, I was going to say the harder games in the series are the better ones. I think Devil May Cry 4 is the hardest of the series. And I think that's the weaker of the late trilogy. You know, 3, 4, and 5. I think 4 is the weaker entry. But it's still phenomenal. 3, 4, and 5 are all insanely fucking good. And Devil May Cry 1 is extremely good too. But it's a very different game, in a way, compared to the others. But Devil May Cry 1 is fucking awesome too. And then starting with 3, they all took the style of 3, the gameplay style that 3 established, and 3, I would say, and it's tough to single it out, but I think 3 is the single greatest game on the PlayStation 2, which is saying a lot, because that library is fucking massive. There's a lot of good games on PS2. I think Devil May Cry 3 is the #1 PS2 game, period. Like, it's just like, it's so head and shoulders above everything else. I think, like, Metal Gear Solid 3 is, like, comes close. I think it's, like, top 5 on PS2. Resident Evil 4 is also phenomenal. It's also an extremely good game. But Devil May Cry 3, it's just way too fucking good. It's way too fucking good. It's like, holy fucking shit. I didn't play as Trish. Yeah, I forgot Trish is in DMC too. I didn't play as Trish either. It was just Dante with some changes, yeah. I mean, it's really not worth it. I was being sarcastic about what? Sorry, I'm really bad. I don't keep up. I do remember playing SMT5 and Lost Odyssey the same year as Amori. And those appeal to me much more, though, for the gameplay, of course. Okay. I'm an options guy. SMT, Saga, Bravely, Graciously Give. Yeah, Bravely Default has a job system similar to Final Fantasy, right? I get the feeling I would like Bravely Default, but I've heard mixed opinions on the game. So I don't know. Maybe I'd like it, but... Kel's also a decent damage dealer. Plus, I played the path where you actually leave the house. So next playthrough will easily be the shut-in path. Only way to access the boss rush, yeah. That's a big complaint to have about Amori, is, I understand why they did it for story purposes, and it's pretty cool. It's clever. But, the fact that... Like, after the prologue chapter, which is the shortest chapter in the game, so it's whatever. But after the prologue chapter, that's your fork in the road that determines what ending you get. I guess if you stay inside, on day 2, that'll also get you the alternate ending as well. So I guess it's more like the halfway point. But even then, the fact that you have to, if you're playing ideally, you save your game at the halfway point and then you make a second save, you know? And either you choose to go outside on the second day or you stay inside on the second day. And that will determine what ending you get and what gameplay you get. Because the good ending has black space, which there's no gameplay there, but it's a shitload of story, you know? And then the bad ending has boss rush. It has the alternate really powerful optional bosses. It has the rematch against, you know, spoilers. But it's not. I don't think it's spoiling a shitload. But if you want like 0 more spoilers, you know, quote unquote, you've been warned. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. But on the bad ending path, you get the rematch against Space Ex-Boyfriend. You get the fight against the Sweetheart clones. Which the fight against Roboheart is just funny. Like there's no real gameplay there. It's just it's a joke, but it's kind of funny. The fight against Mutant Heart is just it's more of a puzzle than anything else, but it's a fun little fight. And then the fight against Perfect Heart is insanely difficult. It's like, what the fuck? It's fucking wild. And then the boss rush is insanely fun too. The boss rush is really hard, but once you get it down, I like the boss rush a lot because it really pushes the gameplay as far as it'll go. Especially the second boss rush. No spoilers. I won't spoil that, but you might know already. But there's an alternate boss rush, and that's really tough, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, but the alternate boss rush is exclusive to the console version of the game, which I fucking hate. I am absolutely shocked that they've never updated the PC version still. Like it's been like 2 years or some shit, maybe longer. They've never updated the PC version to have the console exclusive stuff, including the alternate boss rush. Just fucking wild to me. Fuck. The chat fucking scrolled on without me. How do you rate SMT5 to the other ones, Flynn? I've seen a lot of PS2 ones, but not 5. I've only played base SMT5. My thoughts are biased. Demon customization, the highest the mainline games have ever been, with options in essence to give demons and main character. I probably put it in 5th place for me, no pun intended. Really? 5th place compared to all the other SMT games, so it's the worst one to you? Unfortunately, base game story and characters are underwhelming. It had some decent development, but the game kind of has that rushed feeling. We need FourFaceButtons top 100 game video. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. That would require so much thought and effort to put into it, so I don't know. I've always wanted to do a top 100s video. I want to do top 100 and bottom 100 after I did my 300th review. And it would be all games I reviewed. I've always wanted to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Probably gonna stream Bug Game But if it's long, I might not do it all. Persona 3 is already taking so long. I don't know Persona 3 well enough. I think Bug Game will be shorter. So, like, keep in mind, with Bug Fables, because it's based on Paper Mario, you know, the gameplay. One of the badges you can equip is hard mode. So you can turn hard mode on and off. The only big thing that hard mode does is every boss you beat on hard mode, you'll get a boss badge from that boss. But if you play the whole game on normal, then you know you'll do just fine. Normal is perfectly reasonable. I beat the whole game on hard, and I think the game is really tough when you're starting out. But by the time you beat the first boss, like only playing the whole game on hard, by the time you beat the first boss, the difficulty evens out a little more. It can still be unforgiving a little bit here and there, but... And you definitely have to like pay attention and really think about your strategy. But hard mode is not like insanely frustrating. Which I would figure then that playing the whole game on normal must be really smooth to get through. I don't want to say it's easy, but it must be perfectly smooth to get through. You shouldn't have to grind. You shouldn't have to min-max, super optimize too much. Just play the game like a regular game, go through it casually, and you'll be fine. So even though Bug Fables is a very big game, I think you'll get through it a lot smoother than with Persona 3. Keep in mind, with Bug Fables, you do want to do a lot of cooking. You know, similar to Paper Mario, where you cook to make the best items. In Bug Fables, you unlock cooking right away. I think after the first boss. Maybe before the first boss, but I could be wrong. But at least after the first boss, you unlock cooking, and you can cook with 2 items right out the gate. As opposed to Paper Mario, where you have to wait for the fucking halfway point. So, and items are... There's special moves, there's magic moves that you can use for healing, but items are definitely your primary way to heal. So cooking a lot is really good. So just a little bit of grinding for getting items to cook. But once like half of your inventory is cooked items, and then leave the other half of your inventory empty for items that you collect along the way, yeah, I mean, you're good from there, you know? You don't really have to think about it too much. Yeah, it's not like Persona where you have to spend time thinking about what persona you have, fusing monsters. I feel like, I don't want to say a lot, but I feel like a lot of time is spent in menus in Persona, which drags down the time. You spend a fair-ish bit of time in menus in Bug Fables, but it's really not that bad. I think if you wanted to stream Bug Fables, you'll get through the game at a smooth pace. I think. Tank and a helicopter boss just screams poor quality, yeah. Feels bad the story in 5 Vanilla isn't good. The other SMTs are surprisingly memorable. Really? Okay. I say PS2s are easily better, with me replaying Nocturne this year and still really liking it, faults and all. Vengeance does add more, so just play that. Plus, it has the original base game. It's basically called Creation, while Vengeance is the new path. Okay. Even as someone who mainly plays games for gameplay, it was disappointing how SMT 5 lacked in story and character development at times. They gave more development to the Law guy than the Chaos guy. But every default is Final Fantasy 5 with so much more. Right, yeah, 5. Okay, yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy games with the job system, I've always wanted to get back to Final Fantasy X Part 2. I played maybe a a quarter of it when I was younger. And I liked it quite a bit, but I never got back to it. I don't have it on PS2, do I? I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know what happened to my PS2 copy. Either I lost it or I sold it. I generally liked Bravely, but I wasn't very interested in Second and didn't play 2. Yeah, that's really fucking annoying. There's Bravely Default, Bravely Second, and Bravely Default 2. It's like, what the fuck were they thinking? And yeah, Second, yeah, I was just saying, yeah. Fucking terrible. I come in, we talking Devil May Cry, SMT. That's what I like to hear. Each Bravely games have their own strengths and weaknesses. Still really like 1 and 2. Second, I like, but has some steps back, with a worse version of the Blue Mage compared to the other 2 games. And yeah, insane they never updated the PC version of more. I don't know. That's fucking crazy. Omo Cat leaving her day one homies in the dust. It really is fucking insane. The only time in history that console's better than PC. Amori came... Has it really been 5 years? That's crazy, dude. Second save, Dave. I use all save slots. You never know when you want to rewind. I really should do that, yeah. Every time I play games, I only use one save slot and I always overwrite. I really should use more save slots. It's really useful for reviewing too, because then I could go back to other parts of the game. I don't know, I never do that. That would be really smart. I don't know, I'm just dumb. I mean, Megaten in general, not all the mainline games. Oh, okay, I never played SMT 1 and 2. Oh, okay, yeah. So, like, SMT 5 is your 5th. So, like, compared to, like, SMT 1 and 4, Persona 3, 4, 5, what else? Digital Devil Saga. I'm assuming Digital Devil Saga is in your top 5. Those games seem really fucking cool to me. Also the action RPG ones. I forget what they're called. But they, like, take place in 1940 Japan or some shit. You probably want to find a round robin simulator to rate everything. Oh, I never thought of it like that, but that could be interesting. A round robin simulator to rate the 100 games. Huh. Sounds a little interesting. Oh, I see. SMT Nocturne is your first best. Then SMT 4. Oh, say SMT 3, then SMT 4. Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. And then SMT 5. Okay. Yeah, I really want to play Digital Devil Saga and that one action RPG one. Those 2 series seem really fun. God, Amori came out 5 years ago? I guess. That's crazy how long it's been. Man. Bug Fables is definitely shorter. It isn't half visual novel. Yeah. Bug Fables has a lot of dialogue, but it isn't not compared to Persona 3. Persona 3 has a ridiculous amount of dialogue. I wish SMT4 wasn't locked to a fucking Nintendo console. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? SMT4 is exclusive to the 3DS. Huh. Oh, what about Strange Journey? That's another SMT game that's exclusive to what, DS or 3DS? I forget. I'm surprised that both of those games never got ported. That's crazy. How long was your playthrough? I'm quote-unquote halfway through Persona 3 and about 55 hours in. Fuck. Curse of certain games being locked on old consoles, yeah. Persona 4 Golden was about 60 hours, but I did go for a bad ending. Since you skip a quarter of the game, Persona 4 Golden was 116 hours for me. I also did 100%. It'll definitely be over 100 hours for me since I Just wanted to get New Game Plus ASAP with max social stats. Man. Omori came out December 25, 2020. Coming up on the 5-year anniversary. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, Raido. Devil Summon Man. Yeah, Raido something. It's a weird title. Time for a 5-year celebration playthrough, Dave? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Not this year. I'm too busy doing other things this year. But another year, maybe. Maybe. Maybe the 7th year. Or the 10th year. The 10th year anniversary. I'll play through Omori again. I don't know. I only played Persona 1 PSP, and Persona 4 Golden. I didn't like those all that much. Persona 4 wastes too much time, too much dialogue for me. Okay. I played the Persona 2 duology, yeah. Persona 2 duology where the main antagonist is literally just Hitler in the modern age. So fucking dumb. I don't know. I tried getting to Persona 3. I didn't quite do it for me. I have SMT 5. Maybe I'll give that a try. I don't know. But there's just so many other games have such higher priority. I'll probably play Lies of P after I'm done with Silent Hill F. Kino. Oh, the Hitler? Yeah. It's so funny. The American localization of Persona 2. They gave Hitler sunglasses and just changed his name to the Fuhrer, or however you pronounce that. It's so fucking funny. All they did was just make Hitler cooler. And it's like, well, what were they thinking? To those incorrupted souls who dare encroach upon our sacred land, may you be met with calamity and destruction. Oh my goodness. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed. The yokai of the yokai of the umbrella, their arms, of the kettle, their legs. I see. So I have to look for the yokai of the carriage, the umbrella, and the kettle. Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. Okay. I have to find the carriage, the umbrella, and the kettle. Persona 2 Innocent Sin is one of those games I played but never beat. I played the PSP game, of course. Bought it back before COVID. I tried to get the Prime Personas by doing it the story way. Pretty sure at this point, 50% of the motivation for me to finish 3 is Fuka. The other 50% being Rick. Either made the wrong dialogue choice or didn't have them in my Persona inventory. Oh, I tried to get the Prime Personas by doing it the story way, but either made the wrong dialogue choices or didn't have them in a Persona inventory. Yeah, Fuka seems like a cool character. I don't know. She's the typical nerd character, but she seems cool. I later on heard they can get upgraded to Prime status in battle as well, so that hiatus was pointless. Too many games. Too many fucking games to play. Ew, I just noticed he has maggots in his head. Inside his face. Cut a bitch. Carriage, umbrella, and kettle. And a big fat fucking bird. A real plump birdie. Okay. Just making sure that it says on the map that I'm supposed to be here. also, there are separate achievements. Oh, there's the umbrella. There's separate achievements for beating the game on easy, normal, and hard for the puzzle difficulty. So since I beat the game on normal puzzle, that didn't count for beating it on easy, which was just a little annoying. But it's fine because I plan to beat the game multiple times to get all the endings. So I'll be doing all the puzzle variations anyway. To whomever happens to read this note, it becomes so easy if you just stop and give up. After all, you are already among the dead. I guess that's also supposed to hint at the story. One of the themes of the story is submission and giving up on life in a way. So that note could be from someone who's... The fuck? Excuse me, can I help you? Yeah, you go over there, fucko. That note could have been from someone who went through here before and she's like already among the dead, already among those who've basically given up on life for this path that they've chosen themselves. Oh, I think this is it.
One left.
Yep. Cool, cool. Okay, so yeah,
Seems like it's locked from the other side.
I gotta go around. Who's playing spook music? What I say about playing that loud shit? Better cut it out, fucko. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! Haha, got him! Fucking idiot! Oh. You fucking dumbass! Does he not know who I am? He must not know who I am. The fool. The greatest of idiots. Oh, nice. Deposit my nonsense. Trade in my religious items to Shrine Stop. Get a bullshit amount of faith back, but yeah, it's something.
Should be an offering.
Oh, I'll open this just to unlock the door. So I guess I think I'm looking for the carriage yokai. Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time. Oh! Mayumi. That's the girl that was on the missing persons poster. Talk about grim. So that's the placard I need. I guess there isn't... Damn. Is there not an Emma? Oh, is it this one? Yeah. Damn. Is there not an Emma for me to get? Oh well.
Alright. Time to try that lock.
I thought one of these would have an Emma that I could take. Oh no, the enemy! Yeah, it's like, gasp, the enemy! That's like Fuka's #1 quote. She says like 100 fucking times. More like 10,000 fucking times. I kind of wish that a game like this had continuity between playthroughs. So the second time around, the character isn't as scared by the enemies. I don't think it's in the lore. I don't think New Game Plus is in the lore. You know, it's not like the world is going in a loop. So I don't think that I don't think that should be the case here. But a game that does that would be an interesting idea. A game that has a world loop and the player character has memories, has persistent memories. That could be interesting. I keep forgetting to turn on my lantern. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello? Good game. So. Fuck. Oh no! I fucked up. That sucks. That sucks. I fucked up. Unless Atlas actually does something with Persona 2. It was #2 in the game poll Atlas did last year. Got to remake 4 first, of course. Strange Journey was on DS. Oh, 3DS had Redux. Okay. Huh? Does he know? What was he cooking? Does he know what he was cooking? That's the stupidest fucking shit. He's cooking something, but nobody's hungry. New Game Plus is just the movie reenactment. What? New Game Plus starts with the... What? Sticky, what the fuck are you saying? Have I been there? Can I even get there? Or is that cut off from the world? Oh wait. I don't think I've been there. I think I can go there, but I don't think I've been there. Speaking of which, give me the crow for now. Maybe I should just leave the crow on. What's over here? Oh, fuck yes. Hell yeah. I think I'll max out my... I think I'll increase my max sanity. Fucking the sky's all red. Like, what the fuck? It's creeping me out that I hear, like, some soft breathing nearby. Oh, ew! Oh, fucking ew! Hold the fuck on. Nah, I'm good. fucking excuse me? Nice. Hell yeah. A perspective on... Wasn't there a Silent Hill movie in conjunction with the 2 remake? Yeah, it's still hasn't come out yet. It's still coming out. It's amazing that the fat red blob was based on an ugly ass creature. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, I'm saying when you run New Game Plus, you're playing in the movie reenactment after the main character got out. Oh, wrote about her experience and sold the story to a movie studio. So fucking dumb. It's okay. That's pretty good, Sticky. That's pretty good. I need some spaghetti and eyeballs for Halloween. Ew. Tales of mortals being wed to gods and spirits can be found throughout every culture across human history. Certainly from the perspective of humans, to tie oneself... Oh, certainly from the perspective of humans, to tie oneself to a divine being is an undeniable honor. Perspective on herogamy. However, if one were to consider the opposite perspective, the divine being is binding themselves to a vulgar life form. What could possibly motivate them to make such a degrading choice? Countless seasons have passed since I first came to this sacred land of beauty and wonder. And yet, even now, if I consider whether I myself am worthy of such an honor, I cannot answer in the affirmative with any confidence. So I must ask myself, what benefit is there to such beings mixing their divine blood with that of lowly mortals? To be clear, I am overjoyed to be of some use to them. However, I cannot help but wonder. Okay. I was just going along with Sticky's joke. What? Oh, what is this? The Shrew Mole. Dodging does not consume stamina while in near-death state. That's... I could see that being really good for very hard difficulty. This game just needs to stick a needle in an eyeball and it'll be a true horror game.
This looks useful.
Like fucking, Oh, what the fuck? Excuse me? The fuck you come from, buddy? Yeah, got them both. Also, I would say maxing out your stamina is probably the best thing that you can do early on. Oh my goodness. You're not supposed to fight these enemies until way later in the game. I have to use heavy attacks to stun it first. Yes. Aye. Damn, I didn't know it could do that. I guess usually you're supposed to have the Naginata by the time you're fighting it, so I would just stun lock it to death. I'm pretty sure that tree is exclusive to New Game Plus. That's a pretty good little extra area. Right, I'm going this way next. Sup, bitch? Uh-oh. I did the heavy attack prematurely, and I was like, wait a second. Nah, you fucked up. Go home. As I passed... Oh, I read this already. I don't know how I feel about the game getting rid of your lantern for the Shrine World later on. Like, obviously you don't need it. I mean, obviously, because the game gets rid of it. But, I don't know. I kind of like having a lantern. And it's kind of this game's version of the flashlight, which is a staple of the Silent Hill series. So that's something it's something that I like a lot, but it's interesting and worth keeping in mind. The pocket flashlight and the portable radio are both staples of the Silent Hill series, and neither of them are in this game. The fuck do I do about this? Low HP run viable. Those are yeah, Dead Space 2, yeah. Yes. I've never played Dead Space 2, but I think everyone knows the needle in the eye scene. I usually don't budge with video games because of graphics-wise and knowing it's fiction. But that one scene, yeah. Yeah, that scene's definitely tough to get through. I'm the same way, but yeah. Especially since you were playing as Isaac's pupil trying to avoid the needle, and you have to position yourself to have the needle stick through your eye. Yeah. Bravo, Visceral Games. I really want to play, even though I played Dead Space 2 like I've played it 2 times. Once more recently when I did the review, and once like years ago when I first played it. But I've never played 2 and 3, and I know 3 is bad, but it might be a fun co-op game. So I've always wanted to play 2 and 3. So what the fuck do I do here? Do I have to do them vertically in order? I feel like I'm not doing this right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Dead Space 2 is definitely better, really, than original Dead Space 1. That's crazy. Dead Space 3 is flawed, and unfortunately has cinematic climbing scenes. Oh my god. Dead Space 1 Remake is better, matching the quality of Dead Space 2. Interesting. So they changed the remake that much? I thought the remake was closer to like a 1-to-1 remake. They really changed it that much then? Wait a second, I think I might know what the answer is. I think I have to pick what isn't there. Yeah, all the other ones are there. Oh, what? That's not it either? Fuck. I don't know what the answer is then. This sucks. What the fuck? Dead Space 3 is only fun as a third-person dungeon crawler with a friend. Dungeon crawler? Really? Otherwise, it's a terrible horror game. They just had the gameplay improvements Dead Space 2 had. They also got rid of that asteroid turret section. Oh, thank fucking God. And actually, Isaac go out and do it manually. There was also microtransaction implemented at the time, so that soured it even more. Do you know if Dead Space 3 on consoles is split screen? I am so fucking lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Huh. What time is it anyway? Oh shit, yeah, I have work tomorrow. Back to Dead Space 1 Remake, weapons secondary fire was taken from Dead Space 2, which were much better, and telekinesis of throwing rods and enemy parts were added in. Oh, okay. Yeah, What could you do with the telekinesis in the first game? I don't remember too well. I know you could slow down enemies. That's really strong. Oh, maybe the telekinesis was mostly like throwing bombs at enemies. That sounds familiar. Definitely worth $40. You can get it cheaper now. But I feel fine paying that amount. AA try not to be a scumbag challenge? Impossible. Slow down enemies and things for puzzles, yeah. Yeah, what is it, like the stasis or something? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this puzzle? Stasis, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing the enemy never comes up here, so I can keep messing around with this in peace. Is it odd one out? For criminal jokers. Yeah, I tried. I feel like I tried odd one out already. I can try again. So, like... yeah, the circle with a horizontal line through it, that's not there. That's not there either. Yeah, so that's not there either. That's... just for the top row. That's there, that's there, that's there. That's not there. That's there, that's not there. So, both of these... are on the top, are not on the top row. Both of these are the odd one out. For the middle row, yeah, that's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them. That's one of them. That's not. That's not. Right? Yeah. Both of these are not. Okay. For this bottom row, yeah, that's one of them. That's one of them too. So is that. That's not. All snakes. No. That's one of them. That's not. I don't know. The big thing about Dead Space still applies to Dead Space 1 Remake. Stomping the shit out of enemies. Is that not in the second game? I feel like that was such an iconic thing of the first Dead Space. I'd be surprised if that's not in the second game. I don't understand this puzzle at all. What am I supposed to do? Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. I don't know. Oh, hell yeah, Stomping is still on Dead Space 2. You out of your mind? Yes. That's why I was surprised. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. What the fuck do I do here? I don't fucking... I got nothing, Chief. Yeah. It's really gonna come down to doing every possibility. Would you like me to look it up? I hate to say it, but I guess because the solution is supposed to be in that hint. And I haven't a fucking clue. It gives you so little to go off of. So I really don't understand. I can just give you a hint. Sure. I guess. Oh man, I already went through them all. The unfortunate times of giving in. Yeah, man. I am so lost. Some fucking Professor Layton tier shit. No, not even Professor Layton is this severe. The drawings of the yokai on the pages are important. Oh, like the actual drawings themselves? Oh. Wait. Hold on. I think I went through them all already. Yeah. So what, wait, so what is it then? I mean, if I'm combining the character with the drawing, the yokai of the kettle lost its legs. It has 3 legs, so it has to be the character on the far right with the square body and the 3 legs. That has to be that. The umbrella, oh, maybe it could, no, it wouldn't make sense. The best one for the umbrella would either be the triangle or it'd be the circle with the cross. But I'm guessing it's the triangle. And then for the carriage, I'm like, I don't fucking know. It could kind of be anything. The head removed is like, what is... Like, which one of those represents the head of the carriage? But... Or the carriage has 2 heads? Oh. Is that what it is? Oh, they're heads. Yeah, fair enough. So maybe this? Which one's... I mean, this has to be the kettle. The bottom one has to be that one. So which one's the fucking umbrella? What the fuck? This, maybe this triangle for 2 heads? I almost feel like it would be easier to solve this puzzle in real life. I mean, what is this one supposed to... The other square one is supposed to be the kettle? It has to be one of these 2 options. But then this one's not even on the page. Is it because that's the one that's missing? It has to be one that's missing? Oh my god, this puzzle makes me feel like a dumbass. Now that I've actually looked at the answer, I don't know what the fuck the devs were on. What the hell? I don't know. This should be the answer. This makes sense. I'm so lost. That does make sense. The given answer is bullshit. If you want me to give it to you straight. time is it? Man. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. Go ahead and tell me what the answer is.
That's not it.
I haven't the slightest fucking clue what it could be. Top, bottom, circle with 2 lines. I did that. Circle with 3 lines. Wiggle line with a V. Huh? Oh, this one. I don't see it. If that's the answer, I don't see it. I don't understand how that's the answer. Maybe I'm a fucking dumbass. I mean, I'm totally willing and open to that, but I don't see how that's the answer. I don't like this puzzle. This is fucking dumb. Really? The circle with 2 lines is the carriage. I mean, that's fine. The circle with 3 lines is the umbrella. I don't understand how. And then the kettle is like the snake one. I'm like, I have no fucking clue now. I don't know. Me neither. And I'm cheating. Man, oh man, the puzzles definitely challenge the players, or at least this one does. I don't know. I don't know. That's lame. That's unfortunate. Well, I dare say the puzzles in Silent Hill 3 are even more bullshit. But
So you accept my gift.
at least
I fashioned
there is a logic behind them.
especially for you.
The logic in Silent Hill 3 is fucking insane, but at least there is a logic.
Inari statue.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, I see what, yeah. Lost 2 heads, symbol number 2. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Let me see this. Not like this. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. 2 heads, symbol number 2. 4 arms, 4th symbol. Oh. Okay, now I get it. It was simpler than I thought. Okay. Ow. Ow. Sorry, I got my controls really stuck. Ow. Dodged. Game sucks, yeah. I don't know. I expected the puzzle to be deeper. It was way simpler than I expected.
Was for welcoming visitors.
Eh.
However, this door denies all but the select few who may tread sacred ground.
Am I allowed inside?
Why, of course. Today you are most welcome.
Yeah, this dialogue makes a lot more sense after having beaten the game already.
I'm okay. I think.
Tell me if you need a break. Now then, onward.
I like hard puzzles, but puzzles that pretend to be hard are ass. Yeah. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Like it's pretending to be complicated. I'm like, I don't know. Because then it becomes actually, it becomes actually stupidly hard. Because you're looking for where the solution isn't.
Are you okay? Talk to me. Thank goodness. Well, you never have been one to go down without a fight.
You're alive.
So, where's Sakuko?
Sakuko is fucking dead!
What is happening?
Oh no.
Soul left in town. Some kind of terrible dream?
Monsters around every corner. It's one nightmare after another.
Still though, I got lucky. Even if no one else is left in this world, it's good to know you're still around.
Oh.
She just said she needed to talk to me about something.
Rinko was supposed to be with you. How do we know if she's all right?
Oh. Sorry. I guess I was confused. We all got split up and ran off. I haven't seen Rinko since.
Where would she even go at a time like this?
Maybe she went home. Let's go find her. Partner.
Something else I find really interesting about this game, compared to other Silent Hill games, there are no guns. There's no ranged weapons at all in this game.
What's wrong? Keep up, or I'll leave you behind.
It's surprising to me.
All right. I need to focus.
Oh, okay.
Need to find Rinko.
I don't know why I thought the weapon durability would be restored. That's fine. I'm surprised how many differences this game has to other Silent Hill games, obviously, but it still does feel very much like a Silent Hill game at its core. Oh, that's the direction I'm supposed to go in. Oh. One of the drunk locals. Where's there a save point? There's supposed to be one in this direction, but I don't know if I can go this way. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I can't even go this far. I'll save this for next time. I gotta call it here, unfortunately. I gotta work in the morning. But I'll be sure to schedule the next stream tonight before I go to sleep. It'll be this coming Thursday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I can't even draw a memory, yeah. No need to do this. Okay. Okay. That's enough. I gotta go. There we go. I forgot I had these ending graphics. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chillaxin' maxin'. See everyone next time.